Hey everyone, it's Justin, and we're going to do the temperature calibration lab today. So we have a circulating water bath set up here. I've got all of the sensors in it. So this is a tank of water with a heater and a radiator hooked up and the ability to adjust temperature. So right now I've got it set at 25 degrees in the water bath temperature. So we're not saying that's what the temperature is, we're just using the water bath to make sure all of our sensors are reading the same thing. So this tank has heating and cooling so we can set the temperature and maintain a set temperature. And then it's also circulating the water to make sure there aren't any hot spots. And then we have all of our sensors together in one spot in the water tank. So they're all going to be reading the same temperature. We have the RTD hooked up to a panel meter here, so it's showing its temperature directly. The thermistor is being read on the computer. It's reading in resistance. You'll have to convert that into temperature. And then all of the other ones were reading temperature directly. So I have the thermocouple hooked up to the computer just like you did in lab. The bimetallic strip and the liquid bulb are both analog sensors, and I'll be reading those directly off of the sensor itself. So I've had this running for a little while, so we're at a set temperature, so we can go ahead and take our first data point. We're then going to go up on the water bath by 1 degree C at a time to 35 degrees, and then we're going to come back down 1 degree C at a time back to 25, check for hysteresis. So our first data point here on the RTD, we're at 26.9. We've got 27.5 on the thermocouple. We've got 2,182 ohms on the thermistor. So reading the bimetallic strip, it is at 23 degrees. And reading the liquid bulb thermometer, it is showing 25 degrees. So I'm reading those directly off the analog display and going to whatever the nearest degree C marking is. So now we'll go ahead and set the bath to our next data point. So I'm going to set this to 26 degrees, and we will wait for the temperature to heat up, and then we'll give it some time once the bath has reached its temperature to make sure that temperature is settled, and then all of the sensors are reading the correct temperatures because they have different time scales they operate on. Some of them will change temperature faster than the other sensors. Our bath is showing 26. It looks like all of the sensors have stopped changing, so I'm going to go ahead and take my next data point now. So we have 27.9 on the RTD. We have 28.6 on the thermocouple. We have 2,087 on the thermistor. We are at 24 on the bimetallic strip. And we are at 26 on the liquid bulb. Now again, going up to our next data point, setting the bath to 27. And allowing it to heat up. Okay, it looks like our sensors have all settled out again. We are at 29 degrees on the RTD. We are at 29.7 on the thermocouple. We're at 1,996 on the thermistor. We're at 25 on the bimetallic strip. And we are at 27 on the liquid bulb. Okay, so I've got the bath set to 28 degrees now. Okay, looks like our next data point is ready to take. We're at 30.0 for the RTD. We're at 30.8 on the thermocouple. We're at 1,910 on the thermistor. The bimetallic strip is at 26. And the liquid bulb is at 28. Okay, looks like our last data point should be ready. We are at 31.1 on the RTD. We're at 31.9 on the thermocouple. 1,829 on the thermistor. The bimetallic strip is at 27. And the liquid bulb is at 29. Okay, so I'm going to continue up to 35 in 1 degree C increments, and then come back down to 25. All of that data will be posted on Canvas for you to do the report with.